So, 41 minutes left on this memory chip. I've got a full one waiting in the sidelines, having copied it onto my working computer twice. Once on the G drive, once on the archive. So that one's ready to upload. I've also copied it onto the internet computer. Can I turn this up just a little bit? Yes. Is that especially good? No. Oh, trying to align my face here. So just a little unnatural LED light. That was a fairly long adventure. I don't know how long. It's now 9:15. I was still there at 9 and quite a bit earlier. The previous batch is now uploaded and shared onto YouTube. What's a Mahoozy? I have low battery already. That's not fair. I think I just changed the battery. My goodness. Maybe it's time to stop for a while. 2 minutes. Is that possible to have low battery after 2 minutes? Did I not change the battery or some crazy thing? I did change the battery. I'm pretty sure. Well, so it still shows low battery. For some reason, I think that not I'm crazy, but it may take more power when the light level is low. I'm going to turn on the overhead light because I do look kind of darkish here. So with a little shroom, well, there's still a fair chunk of sushi left on the plate in the kitchen, and sashimi, that is. Glenn Douglas lox sashimi, and still more in the fridge. And this other thing, kobio, which I think I'm just going to cook and see what that turns into, which is not especially wonderful as sashimi, at least not as wonderful as the Glenn Douglas lox. So, low battery. I don't know. It's the pain of my existence in a way. Low battery, low battery. I think I'm getting low battery. Oh, motor mouth. Run of the mill, run of the motor mouth. So, why do this? Well, why not? Why not? Why not waste another few gigabytes of that 295 petabytes, which is probably a multiple of that now. Petabytes, I don't even know what that is. I've heard of petaflops. Gigaflops. I don't know if peta comes right after giga. I doubt it. No, it can't. Tera comes after giga. Total human data storage, even if it means electronic, must be more than 1,000,000, maybe even more than 1,000,000,000 terabytes. I mean, I've got a couple terabytes of data myself, so petabytes must be at least billions of terabytes. I'll have to look it up, either online or in my chemical rubber handbook, given me in 1960 or so, graduating from high school, I guess. An award of the Chemical Rubber Company or something to publish it. One of my 13. I was a prodigy, a high school prodigy, star of a number of shows, beginning with Where's Charlie? I was Charlie. Dancing and singing and dressing up like my aunt from Brazil, where the nuts are. Yes, my aunt. Back in the days when one needed a chaperone to spend time with a young lady. The good old days. In any case, I mentioned it before sometime, but on graduation or short before, I won 13 awards, best this, best that. I don't know all of them. Drama, that was clear. Probably some kind of music thing. Bosch and Lomb Award for Excellence in Science, I think. And this Chemical Rubber Handbook, which was special for me because my daddy had one. And that was my introduction to many things scientific, especially the section on minerals when I was collecting rocks as a preteen, mostly as a preteen. And then chemistry as I replaced my electric train setup with my chemical laboratory. And one of the things in my senior year, that my award-winning things, was a science fair entry called Continuous Flow Synthesis of 2-iodopropane, an interesting heavy liquid with iodine, replacing the hydroxyl group of isopropyl alcohol. and involved phosphorus. I forget exactly how, except that I had to do it outdoors, and I got some splashed on my vest, a thick outdoor vest, kind of army surplus like thing, um, which little splatters of white phosphorus dissolved in carbon disulfide. The splatters dried out, carbon disulfide evaporated, and then the phosphorus burned. Just by being there in air, it burned and made little black spots on the vest. It was a little bit of a shock to me, but I was getting used to phosphorus as a self-igniting character. Having also, I did earlier process or two in the back room of the chemistry lab at school, and working with phosphorus, and had a little bit of a P2O5 smoke, phosphorus oxide. When it burns in air, it burns into P2O5, which is a white powder, but smoke.